Why are most barbers broke? Well, some of y'all just came to spectate. Most of y'all came because you really want to learn something. And I'm gonna do the best I can to add value to you and your barber business. Oh, let's not forget, the haters are here too, y'all. And you know they be hating. It's just part of the game. So since we all here, let's go ahead and get started. I was flipping through Instagram and I seen a guy called Him 500. And it looked like he was eating noodles straight out the bag. And I ain't never seen that before in my life. So it caught my attention. It looked like he sprinkled the season on top of it and everything. But anyway, I watched it long enough to get his point. He was speaking on mindset. And he was just like, you can't just do it with just mindset. And I agree totally with dude. You can't mindset your way out of brokenness. I know all my believers understand it like this. Faith without works is dead. Now I'm on YouTube. And this guy, Myron Golden, Dr. Myron Golden. He be dropping gems, rubies, diamonds, and golden nuggets. He remind me of a Miles Monroe with a business boost. He teach a concept that's mindset, skill set, and tool set. And I think he pairs it all up with be, do, have. Anyway, you gotta watch his YouTube channel. He explains it better than me. But I'm telling you this because he wrote a book called Boss Moves. Now this book, Boss Moves, oh man. I had to get this book. Well, actually, my wife bought the book for me, but I had to have it. Let me tell you what really made me get the book. He talked real good, but that ain't what made me get the book. He said that he charged $20,000 for teaching people what's inside this book. I think it was $20,000 an hour, might be more than that right now, but he charged $20,000 an hour to teach people what's in this book. I had to have the book. And it ain't let me down either. It was better than what I thought. I became aware of things I already knew existed, but now I can look at them differently, and it increased my bottom line too. I need that Boss Moves affiliate link if you're watching Dr. Golden. Now this the book. Now this encouraged me to write my own book. In 2024, I dropped the book Barber Knowledge to help all my barbers. Now this the book, Barber Knowledge. I wanted to recreate that same feeling I got from reading this book, using stuff people already aware of, but tell the truth about how to use it in your barber business through story. I'll put the link down in the description just in case you decide to enhance your barber business and buy the Barber Knowledge book. Let's do an exercise. Ask yourself a question. Can my barber business take care of itself, pay me, pay my personal bills, and have me live the lifestyle that I already live? Most times it can, but we have poor money management skills that keep us broke. You know, all the woes of the barber business. We get money every day. It's easy to mess up. This not like a regular job where you get paid every week or two and you know exactly how much you're getting paid. No, you different. You a barber. You gotta pay attention to how and where your money coming and going. I know how it go. You might have a business account, but you're using the business money to pay for personal stuff. Gotta do what we gotta do. I know, I'm an experienced messenger. I've been on that road driving before too. I gotta tell you the truth, right? Only the truth will set you free. If you don't know the truth about your numbers, where your money going, and how your money coming in, it's inevitable. It's impossible not to get broke. See, that's why people say it starts with the mindset, because you'll be broke in your mind before you broke in your pockets or in your purse. You'll continue the habits your mind is accustomed to until you become aware of the truth and decide to take action on it. They just built this new store in my neighborhood, right? So it's easier for me to get to this store because it's on this side of the street. See, I turn right to get inside of my neighborhood, but the other store's on the left side, right? So I swoop into the new store. Actually, I want to see what it looked like on the inside stuff. So it's a pretty small store, right? So it's about 3 or 4 people already in there before me. So I'm looking around and whatnot, but a couple of people that got to the register before me. So when I get to the register, I'm like, what? The third person in line. So the person at the register, he had picked up some stuff off the counter. You know how they have little stuff right there at the counter before you check out. So he picked some stuff up and went to the register. So when he went to the register, the cashier, he didn't know exactly how much it cost. So he asked the dude that was behind the one at the register how much it cost. So the dude said a number that the dude at the register didn't like. So him and the dude got into it about the price. He felt like he shouldn't have said nothing to the man because the man asked him, the cashier asked him how much it cost. But the man was like, hey, ain't nobody tell you to tell the price. In other words, so they went back and forth. So I just left out of the store because I ain't want to have no dealings with none of that. So when I left out of the store, the very next day I came back and I asked him about it. I was like, say, man, what went on in the store? Did they fight? He was like, no, they didn't fight. But I wind up having to give the one at the register half off discount. And I had to apologize to the one that was standing behind him. But he took full responsibility. He said, I gotta know the prices of my stuff. He didn't blame nobody else. Like some of us, we would have blamed the man. Oh, he crazy. He should have did this. My baby mama, I ain't got no car. They spraying how now? They spraying how now? You know how we do it. But we never look to see what we doing wrong, how we can improve. Instantly, I thought to myself, he got the mindset, but he was missing the skill set and the tool set in this arena of his life. I say tool set because, I mean, we're in 2025. He could have had a bar scanner or a barcode on the back of the stuff to scan it to see how much it costs. Automate your process. He wouldn't have had none of them problems. That's part of the tool set. Now, skill set, I say he was missing skill set because he know he don't have the tool set, so he got to remember what his prices is. He got to know the price of his stuff. And some of us don't know the price of our stuff or the value we bring to our customers and our clients. So we got to give discounts like he did for the guy at the register. Or worse, we got to constantly apologize to people for mistakes that we made like he did to the other customer. Why most barbers are broke? The number one reason I believe is because they don't know the price of their stuff. They don't know the price they pay when they say stuff out their mouth to make people don't trust them. They don't know the price they pay when they look at their clients like a quick buck instead of a person that you're selling your stuff or a service to. They don't know the price they pay when they don't build a relationship with their clients. Now this right here, this part right here is enormous. The power of tapping into something that you didn't know is like an infinite return on value. Okay, let me illustrate what I mean. I think it was around 2010, I had got fined by the barber inspector because I had a Louisiana license instead of a Texas license. Everything was squared away. I opened up my own shop. And when I opened up my own shop, I had regulars from the barbershop I was working in, right? So I had a regular come in my chair and he was telling me some things and he already knew what I was on. Let me make this straight. See, he didn't throw me off my path of what I was trying to do. I was already in my mind wanting to go through real estate. See, right now I have a real estate license. So I was already into the real estate thing. But he introduced me to wholesaling. And I'll make another video for wholesaling for those that want to know about wholesaling. But when he sat in my chair, he asked me because he knew I was into real estate. He was like, man, do you know about the Flipman? And I was like, the Flipman? Who is the Flipman? And he told me to go to YouTube and look up Flipman. I think his name is Tyrod Taylor or something like that. So I went there. Man, this is where I cut my teeth at. I learned wholesaling, man. I was talking about I was in it, and you know I'm a doer, so I went straight to doing it. I was finding houses and all kind of stuff. I did my first one. That first one changed my life. I knew it was real. I got $11,500. But you know what had to happen? I had to pay $2,500 for somebody else to find a buyer. Then I had to pay another dude that introduced me to the dude with the buyer. So what I'm saying to you is I had to get people to help me understand this game cohesively, like put it all together before I got to running and on the track. See, right now I can do it all by myself, but I needed some people to put it together. But anyway, that's the power of the people inside of your chair. He introduced me to something that I was already on the track of trying to do because I opened my mouth and started talking about real estate this and getting another building for this and stuff like that. So he put me on the Flipman, and that's another stream of income for me. So during this process, I had to recognize value. Let me tell you what I mean. See, we got this thing called a CMA inside of real estate, a comparative market analysis. So what happens is we compare other houses to see how much this particular house is worth. So that's what your customers doing. They comparing other barbers, what they do, their prices to you to make sure that what they're paying is worth what they're giving you. You understand what I mean? So you have to make sure that you have value. Once you know that you have value, your customers will recognize that you have value. So that means your skill set got to be on point. I'm telling you, gang, look, your skill set got to be on point. Look, your skill set got to be on point. Nobody wants a bad haircut. Come on, man. Like if you spraying hair, cool. I don't have no problems with it if that's what you want to do. But make sure you the best sprayer out here that spray hair. Whatever you do, you be the best at it. You make sure that your value is so good, it's undeniable. I just don't know why barbers don't feel like well, I think I do know. What happens is most of us go to school for free. Most of us barbers go to barber school for free. If you don't pay, you don't pay attention. I'm telling you from experience that the experience that you give your customer, the experience, right, this has to consist of the way that they walk in, how your shop smell, what music is playing, what TV shows are on, what are people doing, how they moving in the shop. This experience has to be major. People will pay, but your experience has to be right. Your skill set got to be right. You got to have the automation tools to make it right. Booking and, emails and text messages and keeping up with birthdays and, things like that makes the experience better even when they're not in the shop. You can be like, hey, happy anniversary, automated. Like soon as their anniversary come, an automated message comes to them. Soon as their birthday come, an automated message goes out to them. Those types of things are listed inside of your tool set. But the mindset encumbers all of those things. What happens is your mind is placed on being the best professional barber that you can possibly be. So that's what leads you to having a great skill set. That's what leads you to creating tools that make your barber business the best it could be. And see, I hope that your barber journey becomes more successful and profitable than you could ever imagine. This is why most barbers are broke, because they don't know the price of their stuff. They don't know the value that they are to their customer. If you like anything that you heard and I provided value to you, share it with another barber. Better yet, subscribe for more information. Peace.